Hey there, off-road adventurers. It's Mark here from Blumoo, and today we're going to get down and dirty with some of the most rugged, the most sturdy, best off-road traction boards that you absolutely need to check out if you're serious about not getting stuck in the mud or sand or, whatever challenging terrain you're tackling. So, these boards that we'll look at, they're built tough. They're designed to get you out of those tricky spots. And trust me, we're going to take a close look at some options that could make all the difference when you're out there in the wild. And yeah, if any of these catch your eye while you're watching, you can find the links, like right down there in the description, so you can grab one for your next adventure. All right, let's dive in and give these boards a proper road test. Let's get going. All right, so when you're stuck in the mud or, like snow or even sand, the MaxTrax MK2 recovery board, well, it's a game changer. These are super durable, made from reinforced nylon, so they're incredibly tough but still lightweight, which is super important when you're, in a rough spot and need to set things up quickly. You just wedge them right against your tires, and they give you the traction you need to get out of a tight spot. Now, what's cool about them is they have these large teeth, or lugs, which bite into the tire tread and the terrain. So you get this solid grip that helps to drive your vehicle out. Plus, the design allows for mud and snow to clear out easily, which helps in maintaining that traction. And you might be wondering, is it worth the price? Because yeah, they're not the cheapest option out there. But from what I've seen, the MaxTrax MK2, they hold up way better over time compared to some of the cheaper boards, which can be prone to, breaking or wearing out a lot faster. So if you're serious about off-roading, it might be worth investing in these. You get yourself out of all kinds of jams, and you won't be left stranded waiting for a tow or anything like that. So, let's talk about the Tread Pro recovery boards, which, are really gaining traction, no pun intended, in the off-road community. The first thing you'll notice about these boards is the build quality, right? They're made with this special composite material that's super durable. And, they can really stand up to a lot of weight, which is crucial, because the last thing you want is your board snapping under pressure when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Now, the design is pretty clever too, with these aggressive nodules and ramp-like features that are supposed to give your tires as much grip as possible. And users are saying, and I've found this as well, that they work with a whole range of tire sizes, and they're just versatile for different soil types, whether you're stuck in mud, sand, or even snow. But there's one thing to keep in mind. They're not the lightest option out there. So you'll need to consider that when you're packing, right? Because, every pound counts when you're loading up your rig. Lastly, let's talk about the price, because that's going to be a deciding factor for a lot of you guys. The Tread Pro recovery boards, they're not the cheapest on the market, but what I've seen from using them and from, other people's experiences, they kind of justify the cost with their performance and long-term durability. So, if you're serious about off-roading and you want a dependable recovery board, these could be a really solid investment. All right, I think that covers the basics for the Tread Pro recovery boards. It'll be interesting to see how they hold up over time, but from what we've seen so far, they're definitely a contender for, one of the best off-road traction boards out there. So, jumping right in, the ARB Tread 1100 recovery boards are a pretty essential piece of kit if you're seriously into off-roading. These boards, they're designed to provide your vehicle the traction it needs when you're stuck in sand, mud, snow, you name it. They're about 1100 millimeters long, which is a sweet spot for storage and gives you ample ramp length to get out of a tough spot. The thing is, you just wedge them under your tires and gently press on the accelerator, and these things can get you out of a bind without breaking a sweat. Now, the build on these is tough. They're made from high-quality, flexible, and super durable nylon material, which means they can withstand some serious weight and bend without breaking. That's key, right? Because if you're out in the middle of nowhere, the last thing you need is your recovery gear snapping under pressure. Plus, they've got these aggressive teeth that are designed to bite into your tire and the ground to give you maximum grip. And a cool thing to mention is that they're designed with lower profile teeth to reduce the buildup of muck and make them easier to clean. Because let's face it, after you're done with all that fun off-roading, cleaning up can be a real pain. They also come in bright colors like orange or green, which makes them super visible, so you won't lose them in the bush. Overall, the RB Tread 1100s, they're a robust choice, especially when you consider the balance between usability and durability. They're definitely up there when talking about the best off-road traction boards. All right, everyone, that wraps up our rundown of the top off-road traction boards out there. If any of these caught your eye, be sure to check the description below, because that's where I've dropped all the links for you to find these products easily. And hey, if you've got a question, or if you want to share your own experience with traction boards, just leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. And definitely check out my other reviews too. I bet there's something else you'll find super helpful. Catch you next time.